De la maladie Covid-19, on en parlera encore dans un instant, Sandrine. Ça, ce sera bien sûr avec ONI qui va venir nous donner un peu les statistiques et surtout l'évolution de la maladie sur le plan local, africain et même sur le plan mondial.
Of course, she's here again this morning to talk about the COVID-19. It's rather unfortunate because people might be tired to say we keep talking about this all the time on TV, blah, blah, blah. It's scary. It's not, the aim is not to get you scared. It's for you to get more exposure concerning the disease so that you do not fall into a deep pit, okay? We want you to follow all the measures given, and of course, like I always say, pray, because we do need a lot of prayers. She's here to give us statistics updates in Cameroon, in Africa, and probably in the world at large. Oni Ladonette, good morning and welcome.
Good morning to you. Good morning, Etienne.
Non, moi je réponds par votre bonjour parce qu'il est encore endormi. Vous devrez vous réveiller.
My dear, how was your weekend?
Voilà.
My weekend was amazing.
Là, ça a changé. Voilà.
All right, that's super interesting.
My weekend was amazing.
What have you done amazing during the weekend?
Okay, I went to church on Sunday, and let me tell you guys something. On Sunday in church, we had some police people that had to come in church, and they were like, let me count the number of people that are in this church, forgetting that we had put it, like, our pastor is so strict about it, and he says not more than 50 people. That's why he has divided the Sunday service to 3. Said like, first service starts at 7 and it has a time it will end, second service as well as third service. So that's how he has divided everything. So if you come, even if you're coming too early, but as long as 50 people are already in church, you cannot enter. You have to just remain outside.
So you wake up very early.
Good.
No, I go for the church service because last Sunday I went for the first service. I came there earlier, and they were like, I'm sorry, you were late.
Oh la la.
50 people were already there, so I had to wait for the first service to finish outside for me before I entered the second service. So
That's
this time I decided
hectic.
that no, I'm just going for
Third service
and
at
I want to go
once.
for third service. I had to go earlier. I had to go, let's say, when the second service was still going on, so I could be among the privileged people to enter the church.
Oh, that's quite a big initiative. It's beautiful. I've also seen Christians who are actually divided in 3 different halls. You know, they have pastors and sub-pastors and all that. So they are actually 150, but in 3 different halls. 50 in this hall, 50 in the other, and so on and so forth. But then the most important thing is that we are worshiping the same God. So we don't necessarily need to be choked up in one hall. Respect all the measures that are given by government.
Il faudrait préciser une chose sur la cinquantaine de personnes exigées dans le rassemblement. La cinquantaine de personnes exigées, c'est pour la distanciation sociale. C'est-à-dire que vous pourrez être dans une pièce hyper exiguë que 50 personnes ne suffiraient pas à rentrer là. Vous devrez être un peu plus moins. Mais vous pouvez être par exemple dans la cathédrale, Saint-Pierre-Paul de Douala ici, où vous pouvez prendre au moins 100 personnes qui respectent la distanciation sociale. Donc il ne faudrait pas qu'on dise 50, 50, on reste dans le nombre 50. À la cathédrale, on peut avoir plus de 100 personnes qui respectent la distance sociale requise. Par contre, il y a des lieux de culte qui sont hyper exigus où vous êtes même à 40, vous ne pourrez pas respecter la distance sociale. Donc il faut qu'on ait cela en conscience, qu'on ne parle pas juste du chiffre 50, 50, 50. Non, on est 50, ça va. Non, je ne pense pas, parce que, oui, je le dis et je l'affirme. Pourquoi? Parce que la cinquantaine de personnes, c'est pour le respect de la distance sociale.
All right, I think we'll get back to that later on. Let's get quickly some updates with you, Ladonette.
Yeah, Cameroon has more than 1,000 confirmed cases, coronavirus cases, with over 305 recovery patients and 42 deaths. That was yesterday, tweeted by the minister. And in that same tweet, he said that 305 has recovered, with over 176 that are hospitalized, and over 33 under oxygen therapy. So that is it. That's so far for the number of confirmed cases, the deaths, and the recovery patients. And now the minister also tweeted a picture yesterday. If you could get the picture, the pictures and every other thing. Please, could you get pictures, please? The minister also tweeted in a picture yesterday of the Yaoundé military stadium. Earlier last week, I said the Yaoundé military stadium will be used as a confinement place for some patients and all of that. So he tweeted it that the work is under progress, and you could see beds and everywhere, beds being placed. That's it. That the government in progress of the Yaoundé military stadium as one of the specialized centers for the care of COVID-19 patients, instructed by the head of state. So you can see beds that have been lined up because the numbers like increasing daily, and so we need to be conscious and make sure places are available for all those people to contain everybody as well. So that's it. And now the Yaoundé City Council and the Ministry of Health will begin they will begin the disinfections of markets and public places as from today. Okay. You could see markets like I got that from CLTV Web. They said they'll start disinfecting public spaces and also the markets, so as to curb the spread of the COVID-19, because like we see every day the numbers keep increasing, and you know, when it's always this thing, people that are older are more likely to die of it. So at one point it's really the government is trying to hold it, to take this to another level so as to help limit the spread of the COVID-19. So this week for the school on TV, it will be an evaluation week for the STEP and First School Living Certificate students. Okay. Yeah, so those watching this, you have to like make sure, because we'll start with, for the SEP, it will be for the First School Living Certificate will have English language, mathematics, general paper. So they're going to like, so every child at home watching all of this has to make sure he or she is more engaged and try as much as possible to do the exercise. I'll tell you something, Sandrine. On Saturday, I was like so focused on my TV while watching it, and I'm telling you, the teachers are simply amazing. They are like, the ones on Saturday was amazing though. The one on Saturday was amazing for me because he taught a whole lot of things, physics and everything. Stop that. You and Etienne, stop that.
No. One word.
Like I was saying earlier.
Juste un mot avant.
Like I was.
Les gens ont beaucoup fait des critiques qui sont vaines sur les enseignants qui donnaient des cours pour le télétravail sur la télé nationale. Et maintenant, il y a quelqu'un qui a fait un post qui m'a fait sourire presque tout le week-end. Il a dit ceux-là qui venaient ici là parler de l'enseignant du CM2 qui aurait mis un T au lieu de 2 T, un truc de ce genre. Maintenant, voilà physique. Voilà mathématiques, allez porter critique, ou alors ça ne me concerne pas en fait parce que ceux-là même ne connaissaient et ne comprenaient rien de la physique ou de la mathématique qu'on est en train d'expliquer, classe de terminale. C'est-à-dire qu'ils sont en train de voir ça comme un chien qui est en train d'écouter du lingala ou du chinois. Ils comprennent rien en tout cas.
Yeah, so like I was saying earlier, physics, like my sister was really focused on physics because she's in Form 4 and they were teaching ordinary level physics, and she even confessed after the class that she'd even love that man to really teach them in their school because he taught so well, and she was able to understand. She said that the topic he used was one of he came in their exams before this outbreak, and that she was really confused with the topic, and she has gotten more clearance from what the teacher taught. So that was beautiful, and I was really focused on the literature and literature in English.
I can imagine
literature in English and the English one.
But one thing I've noticed is it seems they don't have classes for students who are in the commercial.
That's true too.
Yes, they don't have, because I have my daughter at home. She's doing commercial studies. They don't have. That's the mistake they made. She's at home, I mean.
On peut comprendre cela, Sandrine, parce que moi je pense que je dis on peut comprendre cela parce que je pense que c'est déjà beaucoup d'efforts qu'ils ont fait à ce niveau-là.
I'm not condemning what they are doing. It's amazing, but that is the mistake they made for the commercials, because we have a lot of them too back at home, and believe you me, it's a very difficult domain. So they were supposed to have, even if we don't have enough commercial schools in Cameroon, you understand, we could have maybe pick out even 1 or 2 teachers at least to give students studies to the commercial students. I mean, they are.
No, that's true. That's true. That's really important.
What are they going to write?
Ce que je veux dire, Sandrine, c'est que il y en a qui font menuiserie, d'autres qui font maçonnerie, d'autres qui... Il y a beaucoup de filières qui, malheureusement, les filières professionnelles qui ne sont pas, vous allez enseigner dans ce télétravail-là.
Non, ça dépend. C'est beaucoup plus les filières.
Non, Sandrine, non, ce que je veux dire, c'est que s'il faut parler de ceux qui font le commerce, ceux qui font, je sais pas, la menuiserie, la maçonnerie, la mécanique, froid et climatisation, dans le domaine professionnel, la CRTV donnerait même ses 24 heures à ces enseignants qu'on ne pourrait pas couvrir tous ces domaines-là. Donc, je pense qu'ils font beaucoup plus le tronc commun, c'est-à-dire la mathématique, elle est commune à tout le monde, le français commun à tout le monde, peut-être la physique également, quelque peu. Maintenant, les matières professionnelles, je pense qu'il y aura peut-être le GIR-État, mais les enseignants, lorsque les classes vont reprendre, sauront comment remédier.
Sorry, maybe I'm calling the name badly. Ma fille, ce qu'elle fait, ce n'est pas les choses de maçonnerie, couture et autres.
Non, je comprends.
That's not what she's doing. She's more into...
c'est un domaine professionnel.
Commercial.
Non, ce que je dis, c'est un domaine professionnel. C'est un domaine professionnel. Je veux dire qu'on ne peut pas rentrer dans chaque domaine professionnel. Il y en a qui font secrétariat, il y en a qui font, je sais pas moi,
Etienne,
là c'est le domaine professionnel.
Etienne, I would say, even if your field is not being taught on TV, you should try as much as possible to stay focused with the other subjects. Yeah, because it helps you to keep your brain fresh as a student, for you to be able to stay at home for one month, even without you planning it. It makes it in a way that when you're just sitting idly, you start forgetting some kind of thing. So no knowledge is wasted. No knowledge is wasted
at all. Like you say, fortunately, she has been following just mathematics and English.
She should follow economics as well.
She doesn't do physics. They don't do that.
She should follow economics as well.
Yeah, so probably economics though, even though just divided into different segments. Well,
okay, the last update for today, the UN together with elections body has gone out sensitizing the population on the reality and existence of the COVID-19. You could see them distributing some kits, buckets, soap, water, stop coronavirus. You could see it written all over on their t-shirts, on the buckets. That's their own way of contributing to the fight against the COVID-19 in Cameroon. And also, we should know that eto'o has done same. Through his eto'o Foundation, he has gone out to sensitize the population, distributing face masks as well as others. So you could see his tweets where he's encouraging his team on the good job they're doing sensitizing the population. Unfortunately, they went on Friday at New Bell, but I was here, so I could not go and get my own.
Bon, peut-être en 30 secondes, un petit mot pour ceux-là même qui font des dons. C'est de belles initiatives, c'est très bien, mais je condamne ceux-là même qui profitent pour faire du placement, marketing et politique. Parce qu'il y en a qui vous font des dons avec leurs gros effigies comme ça dessus et autres. Moi, je dis non. Leur effigie dessus. C'est-à-dire que si moi je vais vous donner par exemple un bocal pour laver les mains, il faut que j'aille extampiller mon nom, l'honorable, honorable Etienne Ibouda dessus comme ça là. Pour que quand tout le monde vienne se laver les mains, non.
On sait que c'est Etienne qui a donné.
Etienne qui a donné.
Yeah, okay, and there's this picture circulating on social media of women that go to pick a face mask on the road and they come and wash it and they resell it.
But I think it's not in Cameroon. I hope it's Ivory Coast or Nigeria.
Wow, that's amazing. You spoke English.
But I actually saw a disturbing video yesterday, Ladonette. You know, we have these buckets, like you could see they were sharing with the tap, okay? And a lady opened the entire bucket, washed her hands inside the whole water, and then recovered the bucket. Another person will just come and open from the top and wash their hands without knowing what she has done inside.
That's Quand je vous dis souvent qu'il y a des gens qui sont...
Maybe she didn't actually know what she was doing. Maybe
my
daughter watched and she
was
like, Auntie, are you sure she's not from the village? I said, even if you're from the village.
It's not somebody...
Is it possible?
No, it's witchcraft.
Bye-bye, Siri. Thank you very much for being here. Tomorrow is another day. Thanks for the smiles on set. And thank you, Etienne, for always chipping in something pretty interesting.
Allez, on prend la pub et juste derrière la revue de presse qui va commencer en première partie en anglais et puis je prendrai juste derrière la deuxième partie en français. Non, à tout de suite, la pub.
Matama. Oba Poyuga.
Uti yule.
Mbolo. Mountain chublo. Soko biwo. Amba. Mena kuna habuki maholi o. Jamna.
Agazane amyofu.
Abala. Gaga chiangu. Bolon.
Dari jam pikoi jam madala.
Bef mo se patwaze.
Meradeo. Monsieur Sonogala.
Ma fin la andi lam.
E bi muduko.
Ga fini rom la top.